Well, we lost the battery apparently. So I'll put a new battery in the mobile. Something, of course, that should have been pretty much standard with every single mobile, but it's not in our crazy days of insanity. But yeah, so I have the last flagship of any company that made it with batteries and SD card and a jack stick. Anyway, still have it could still have been a lot better, but whatever. The world goes crazy and they want to jail you into and it's just disgusting. It's utterly disgusting. This world is just utterly bullshit. Let's see here. Where is it? Okay. Greeks. Oh, what? Where did we go for? Come, and for this reason I was constrained to declare the truth to such as care for it and seek the world to come. And to me there is no doubt but that the earth abides through the supplication of the Christians. But the rest of the nations error and cause error in wallowing before the elements of the world. Wallowing. Let's take that one. Wallowing. Wallowing. Devote oneself entirely to something, indulge to an immoderate degree, roll about or lie in water. Okay, I don't know. Wallowing, I guess, laying around. Wallowing before the elements of the world. Yeah, okay, I guess, laying, for the elements of the world. Since beyond these their mental vision will not pass, and they search about as if in darkness because they will not recognize the truth. And like drunken men, they reel and justly one another and fall. I think that was another. I think it was Melito that actually we have his writing to Caesar as well. I think it was Melito that wrote also and also talks about the different pagan gods and all that. Of course, Melito might be a little later than this guy, but anyway. So 15, 16, 17. Thus far, O king, I have spoken for concerning that which remains, as is said above. There are found in their other writings things which are hard to utter and difficult for one to narrate, which are not only spoken in words, but also wrought out in deeds. Now the Greeks, O king, as they follow base practices in intercourse with males, and a mother and a sister and a daughter, impute their monstrous impurity in turn to the Christians. But the Christians are just and good, and the truth is set before their eyes, and their spirit is long suffering, and therefore, though they know the error of these, the Greeks, and are persecuted by them, they bear and endure it, and for the most part they have compassion on them as men who are destitute of knowledge. And on their side they offer prayer that these may repent of their error, and when it happens that one of them has repented, he is ashamed before the Christians of the works which were done by him, and he made confession to God, saying, I did these things in ignorance. And he purifies his heart, and his sins are forgiven him, because he committed them in ignorance in the former time, when he used to blaspheme and speak evil of the true knowledge of the Christians. And assuredly the race of the Christians is more blessed than all the men who are upon the face of the earth. Seems like it's the race of the Christians, It's like, it's, okay, it's very interesting. A race of the Christians, a race. A race of the Christians is more blessed than all the men who are upon the face of the earth. I wonder, what are we to do, in regards of all this? Are we not to speak up? Yeshua talks about judge, so you shall not be judged, right? So, we just read that in regards of the end of the other video. in regards of Matthew, judge so because you will have the same measure of judgment. But how are you going to say? How are you going to tell people about things? It will seem if you are, in regards of, of course, not judging people, but judging the deeds, right? I have a little difficult because people need to know that what they're doing is wrong, right? And if no one actually speaks up about it and just go along to get along, it's not going to go. Then it's just going to go as it goes, and that's downhill pretty much, So I don't know. I really have difficulty with that. Just I guess not judge people in regards of their sins, but still be aware that these are sins, and stand that they I guess tell people that the thing is it's like a double-edged sword. If you don't realize that you are a sinner, you don't need salvation, right? You don't think that you need salvation because you think you are a good person. I thought I was a good person. And then I began to read the New Testament and I found out that I'm far from a good person, that's for sure. I'm a very bad person, actually. So the illusion goes away by, showing that you actually is a sinner, and thereby you look for a solution, right? You look for Yeshua, Yeah, Anyway, and assuredly the race of the Christians is more blessed than all men who are upon the face of the earth. Henceforth let the tongues of those who utter vanity and harass the Christians be silent, and hereafter let them speak the truth, for it is of serious consequence to them that they should worship the true God rather than worship a senseless sound. And verily, whatever is spoken in the mouth of the Christians is of God, and their doctrine is the gateway of light. Wherefore, let all who are without the knowledge of God draw near thereto, and they will receive incorruptible words which are from all time and from eternity. So shall they appear before the awful judgment, which through Jesus, the Messiah, is destined to come upon the whole human race. The apology of Aristides, the philosopher, is finished. Some interesting things, and in regards of not eating food sacrificed to false gods is one of the interesting things that he brings forward, and it's the reason why I actually have the document, because I was looking for more information on that view, because just anyway, and that's probably more material out there, but that's pretty much so I guess we came to the end of it, Of course, the interesting part of the document is pretty much in regards to the Christians. All the paganism bullshit and all that, that's less of an interest, pretty much. Of course, it might be, who knows, valuable in regards of, what do you call it? If you want to expose the pagan bullshit system of Roman Catholicism, for example. There's probably a lot of puzzle pieces out there in history that I haven't, I haven't, done much. Well, I've done some, but I'm far from, being at that level where I can actually really have a foundation on that. I think a really good foundation. But yeah, you learn a little here and a little there, right? Here we have the two Babylons, and this is the player that I've set up on my website. Well, I'm still toying around with it, and the video player as well. Now, I should really read the two Babylons at some point, but yeah. I've listened a little here and a little there, pretty much. But yeah, it's just, yeah. He has the great red dragon. Priests and nuns, the sovereign pontifice, lamps and wax candles, rosary and the Sacred Heart, the crowning and clothing of images. The guy goes pretty rough on Roman Catholicism, and just you just dig into it and you find more and more crap, pretty much. it's this disgusting system, Roman Catholicism. I wonder what he says in regards of Easter. If he links it back to Easter goddess and all that. But he does talk about the pagan trinity. He goes into different aspects, and of course, yes, we have more information in our days than he had, and he might have made some mistakes here and there. The question is, was he truthfully trying to, write about the truth? That's of course the question, right? And anyway, I don't know much, enough in this subject, but it's a book that is, the Roman Catholic seems to go after this book, so yeah, whatever. I can actually see the. Okay. Anyway, that's the player. I'm not sure if it actually won't want to play while I'm recording. Maybe it's again, I'm still still some work on the player. No, it doesn't seem to work at the moment, at least. Maybe the other one will work. Maybe the VP thing. Let's try to go VPs and VP, and let's try that. That's the I've been working on 2 players, so here and there. So let's see here if we can. Is it found? No, we have the woman rides the beast. No, I haven't fixed the other apparently on this one. Oh yeah. Anyway, there's some problems in regards of the mobile and all that, and as I understand it, there's actually updates for both of these players that I don't have. So, but yeah, toying around with those as well. Did toy around. Of course, it's the Sabbath, so I'll take a break. I'll take a break from that. But this is pretty much, it's just it's pretty good. It's both of them looks pretty good, and this is he's actually a Roman Catholic. Sadly, I have tried to write to him, and maybe I should make a video in regards of. Let's see. There we go. That actually works. So he made 150 psalms, psalms based on the Bible. So there's no Catholic bullshit in those, I've heard all of them, and I didn't find any Catholic bullshit. He pretty much keeps it to the book of Psalms in the Bible. So, and I was looking for a free alternative. I wanted some biblical songs, right? Something that is close to the Bible, and he allowed me to, that I could do anything I wanted with them. It seems, freely give and all that, and that's nice. Sadly, I found out he was a Roman Catholic, and that pretty much surprised me. That's very sad. But hopefully he will come out of the system at some point, He does have a background of Protestant, I think. So, anyway. But the music there's no problem in regards to the music as far as I can see. There are some others that might have some problems. But these 150 plain videos and MP3s and all that, the new Psalms and all that, doesn't seem to have any problems in regards of Roman Catholicism. But he does seem to have songs in regards of the Mass and all that bullshit. That of course something we wouldn't subscribe to, right? I have a creation seminar in regards of Kent Hovind. And that was actually the first guy I ran into when I was beginning to research in regards of creationism. There we go.
Have you ever thought about it? I mean, really, what is the purpose to life? Why are we here? Where do we come from? For that matter, where are we going to go when this life is over? In this seminar, it talks about the age of the earth. Dr. Hovind gives solid evidence to show that this earth is not billions of years old.
Yeah, and this is the seminar, and that's still free, as I understand it. Now, I didn't put them in good quality. I guess they probably is in much better quality. But yeah, anyway, that was what I had, and I had to fix them into another format and all that. Yeah. So, but anyway, it took me 2 days pretty much to fix that on the computer. Or the computer took 2 days to do it. But yeah, I hit into 100 reasons why evolution is stupid. That was the first video in regards of creationism that I hit into. And see, 100 reasons is just a wonderful. I still love it. I've seen it a couple of times. 100 reasons why evolution is stupid, and there's a follow up as well to it. Evolution. I should probably actually make like a thing where you have Kent Hovind on creationism or something like that. And, so there we go. 100 reasons why evolution is stupid, Kent Hovind. That's just wonderful. I remember thinking, oh, that's stupid, just, that's stupid. But I clicked it, and the thing is, he makes it, somewhat of an amusing thing as long as you go. Apparently, like 5,559 that is negative. I can't even do anything because I think maybe I can. Oh, I can. Okay, let's just make a one. So apparently a lot of people don't like that. Apparently people don't like truth, There are some things that, that he might get wrong, but there's 100 reasons. So even if he gets some of them wrong, there's 100 reasons, give me a break. And that was just wonderful. And then, of course, the seminar is out there. But the great thing in regards to Kent Hovind, he didn't copyright anything, and he talks about you can share it, you can take whatever you want from it and, clip it out if there's something you don't like and all that. You can do whatever you want with it, that's, but I think he has began to copyright things now, which I'm not entirely sure why he would, I think it was a great way, just get it out there. That's the whole idea. Get the information out there. The copyright bullshit and all that. And as I understand it, Kent Hovind actually knows that it went out so far in the world because it wasn't copyrighted, if I don't know, but he's an amazing on he's not so, in regards of prophecy and all that. I would go to someone else in regards of prophecy for sure. At least some of the things that I've heard from him, that's absolutely not his a strong point for sure. But in regards of creation and all that, he's one of the big guys in regards of creation. Now we have others. We have two from Australia, one living in the U.S. I think that built that had the Noah's Ark thing and all that, the museum and all that. And then we have another Australian, that's awesome as well. Then we have a Don Patton, but he seems to be attacking the law of Jehovah in regards to Paulus and all that. But anyway, he's also awesome on that topic. And then we have others, many others, but it's hard to remember all their names and all that. So but that was my first video in regards to 100 reasons why evolution is stupid, and it's keeping you at the it's wonderful.
For 15 years. Now for 12 years I've been an evangelist, and I travel around and speak on creation, evolution, and dinosaurs. Honor to be here in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. My first time to preach in your city. How many have been to one of my seminars before or have seen one of the tapes before? Oh, quite a few, okay. How many have not? And how many do not understand the question so far? Okay, that's what I thought. Well, great.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of, it's like that, amusing things here and there. So he keeps it interesting, Well, you smile a little of these, silly, weird, stupid things, that he and it works. It pretty much works. It kept me on the screen to actually look it all over. When I began to see this, I was, he just one after, I still remember. It's like incredible. It's like, it began to, little by little, it just chipped off the wall in regards. This actually And then of course, I used months and months on studying this topic, and yeah, I'm pretty certain that the world is only around 6,000 years, and the worldwide flood and all. I think we have huge amount of proof of that, and anyone saying otherwise is pretty much just it's just a bullshitter, pretty much, and I know a lot of people have been indoctrinated into this, and it's like people take it like second nature, so it's really hard to actually get through to people. Like 82% of the people in this nation that I live in believes in evolution, and they believe it's the truth of truth, but it's utterly nonsense. It's bullshit. But they have it, they have it from childhood. Everybody believes it's to be the truth, or 82% of the people anyway, and it's just not true. It's bullshit. Anyway, I'm thinking maybe I should see if I could, get that, and maybe the second version as well. I'm not so sure about that, but and put it on the website and make it like a Kent Hovind thing. And then after, if people are more interested into looking into more things, they could see the seminary afterwards. That might be, might be a way to do it. Now, of course, Kent Hovind is out there, so people do seem to get to know him. I see he's on YouTube. He's really, it's really going forward. And he's, and he's still. The thing is creationism is his field. That's Kent Hovind. He has done multiple debates with different people, and I remember I was looking all his videos through many years, and that's a huge amount of material. There's a huge amount of debates, and some debates are better than others, for sure. Some debates are just wonderful, and then you have less, I didn't see all the debates, but I saw a lot of them for sure. The problem is there's a lot of the same things coming up in the debates, and, it gets a little tiring after you've seen 15 or 20 debates or something like that. I don't know, but that was a huge amount. I think I still have them on my mobile. They might be in a format that I can't really use in regards of, see here on the website and all that, but see if we can find it. Tom Fresh is awesome in regards of history, in regards of Protestantism. You also have Jörg, is also a wonderful on Protestant history. Those are pretty much the two main guys I would go for in regards of Protestant history. That seems to be their field, And my favorite is Tom Fresh. Jörg is number two in regards of that. But both of them, they have, they're reading Protestant books, like real Protestant forgotten books and all that. All the Protestants in the past knew who the Antichrist was. And these two guys is in that field. They are really, they're really at the, pinnacle. That's their. That seems to be their field that they're very good at. So that's awesome. But again, we have different Christians have different fields where they are. What is it called? Where they are good at. It seems. It seems that some is good at this and might have some issues on other. And then someone. So again, it's the thing. Yeah. Where's that in regards of Kent Hovind? Videos, Anabaptist, or maybe in regards of, no, not the Christians. I have a lot of different videos on that. It's not in here. The Roman Papacy, an institution of the devil, Martin Luther. I think that's actually from that Tom Fresh, and he's wonderful. In regards of history, I really, you could always find something you disagree with, right? And of course, they believe Paul is and I don't believe Paul is a true apostle and all that. I have my issues with Paul for sure, but that's that's just how it is, I think he was a wolf in sheep clothing. But that's not to say that there isn't any, things that I can use. Then we have Bufford as well. He's apparently dead, according to what is called the guy that has the homepage of wounded in my friend's house or something like that. Here we have a Danish professor talking about the Danish product. I wish we had more of that. There's Martin Swatch. I guess he actually wrote a book or all, but he talks about Niels Hemmingsen, which went to Wittenberg, and Niels Hemmingsen did not believe in the cookie Jesus. And neither did Melanchthon, and neither did Zwingli, and neither did Andreas Karlstadt, and neither did a lot of other reformers. It was only Martin Luther that kept on hanging on to this, even if he viciously attacked the Roman Catholic. Oh, there we go, in regards of Eric John Phelps. Here we go. Eric John Phelps, he told me that the other guy had died. I asked him about it. Buffard, but there's two in English in regards of Buffard, and I guess one of them is in regards of, in regards of Greg Szymanski and Eric John Phelps. Now, as I understand it, Greg is not really a Christian. He was a Roman Catholic, or maybe he is still a Roman Catholic, but he's looking for the truth, and I don't know. Hopefully he will get out of the system. But he was talking to Eric Phelps, and in regards of the maybe didn't I have it? Well, he was talking with Eric Phelps and the other guy as well. So I guess it might be some older things and all that. But we have a lamp in the dark. Actually, there's two of those. I think that's number 1 and number 2. Also talking about Protestant history and all that. The Waldensians and so forth. There's a lot of information out there. In regards to Nazism as well. But, because I'm looking for the thing in regards to Kent Hovind. I don't know where I put the Kent Hovind stuff. A video? No, that's not it. I would have thought it would be here. I have Alberto Rivera, Greek literature. No. TTC, what is TTC? No, that's from Bart Ehrman. I have one saved of his something special in that that thing that I have the Waldensians part 1 and 2, but no, where's Kent Hovind? I don't understand it. Should be on this module. Where did I put Kent Hovind if I didn't have it here? Maybe no. Download video, maybe no. That's songs. Yeah, okay. Download audio. That's okay. That's not that either. Keith Green, Kent Hovind. Where's Kent Hovind? Maybe I don't have it on maybe I have it on another. Where did I actually get that video? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's on the other hard drive that I have. I just thought I put it on. Maybe not. Okay, well, interesting. Okay, so I can't show it what I have. But yeah, that was a huge, gigantic package from Kent Hovind on Kent Hovind from from a torrent client, and as all his. That was the thing with the torrent and all that. It was easy to share things and all that, and I guess the same with Napster in regards of music, right? You could easily. Get music from one place to another place, and then they closed that program down. It was just so easy to share things, and I guess I downloaded. I probably didn't share anything. I probably downloaded things in that time. I can't even remember if I know it was that. I don't know if I actually ever used it. Actually, I think I did. It's so many years ago, But anyway, in the beginning, where they didn't sell any. We probably shouldn't talk about that at this day. But yeah, I have it somewhere in regards to the Kent Hovind material and all that. And if I could find some of the best, could put them up in his folder in regards of my But of course, a lot of it is actually found on the internet. So of course, yeah, I guess just collect it together with, if I can get all the information of different Christians, so at least people can find some of these people, and know their names or whatever, and get to know about creationism instead of evolution and all that. That would be nice. And in regards of YouTube, it's just utter bullshit, right? They closed my account down, and they're doing weird things, and Facebook is doing weird things, and Google is doing weird things. They're all doing weird things, bullshit, weird things. That's where Rabbi Zacharias doesn't, really pretty much jump around the question, even if he says, "Don't think I'm jumping around." Yeah, just anyway. We want to know about Roman Catholicism, and yet there's not a chapter in the book of the cults about Roman Catholicism. Just a dead silence. And apparently this guy that wrote it apparently defended Roman Catholicism as brothers. So I can't remember the name of the guy, but yeah. A teacher for 15 years and an evangelist for 12 years gives in the sermon posted on YouTube 100 reasons why evolution theory is what is called stupid. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it was actually great. It really began to make me think. Because a lot of the things he said or talking about made sense. So you begin to maybe there's something about this, and then you begin to, give me a break. Oh, give me a break. What other, I hate ads, I just hate ads. Just bullshit ads, and get away from me. And I even have a browser that is, advertising safe, or should have been advertising safe, but apparently not. Give me a break, I can't even go back. I can't even go to the, okay, there we go. No, it's just, okay. What other this is the world of bullshit, and I'm so tired of these bullshit things, and worldly go away from me, get back to, okay, apparently it's okay. Nice. Okay, so it just opened multiple of these, so it's really hard to just get back to the page that I want to get to this page, and I want to copy it. And I want to try another here. See if I can. Probably it was too late that I copy pasted it, because it's just, save your price. Probably just going to. This is like the bullshit of the world, and apparently this is coming from one of the stores. I hate that. I just not acceptable, that pages are doing this. Whatever, can I copy it? Would have been nice to be able to just copy the link, so I could see if the other browser could get around it. I guess it could be worse, but I hate advertising. Advertising is just the worst of the worst, Was that the site that actually went for the advertising or what? Oh, it's weird. A Christian page going for advertising or what? Kent Hovind, a teacher for 15 years and an evangelist for 12 years, give in this sermon posted on YouTube 100 reasons why evolution theory is what is called stupid. And I guess in regards of our days, where we could just sit here and talk on YouTube and just put it out, I really should make some more concentrated material for sure. Anyway, as a creationist, he says he believes in the Bible and has been speaking on creation, evolution, and dinosaurs around the world. His sermon appeared to be sort of an answer to what the evolutionist scientist Richard Dawkins once said. It is absolutely safe to say that if you meet someone who claims not to believe in evolution, that person is ignorant, stupid, or insane, or wicked, according to the New York Times. I think evolution is stupid, Hovind replies, defining the word stupid as lacking normal intelligence and foolish. During his sermon, Hovind questions and analyzes the theory of the Big Bang and other theories of evolution. He shows how the theories most often led to no conclusion and shows that most of them cannot be really proved and explained. Why did it explode, or where did the energy come from? He asked, referring to the Big Bang theory that is based on a big explosion. And what is the cause for the explosion? Anyway, Hovind says he's not against science, but points out that the science books contain lies. It's the same thing with the science magazines. I got a huge amount of science magazines from a woman that was throwing them out. I was like, you're throwing those out. Actually, she had already thrown some of them out. And I was going down then with some paper and all that, and I'm seeing these science magazines, and I was like, oh, science magazines. So I began to collect them, right? And she comes out, and she with more science and she says, you want them? I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. And she had like years and years of science magazines, I think that was over 10 years of science magazines, and I pretty much I went through them, pretty much all of them, just, quickly through them and finding the articles that was exciting in some sense and clipping them out. And throwing out the rest. 100 reasons why evolution is so stupid. Okay. 100 reasons why evolution is wrong. 100 reasons why evolution is stupid. No. 100 reasons why evolution is stupid. And physics forum. Oh well. But it's a great video. So if you haven't seen that and haven't heard in regards to the other side of creation. Oh, that was in regards to the Adonis. I should actually still check. Well, whatever. Okay. Anyway, I should stop now. I don't really have much more. Of course, you can't go. Much welcome to go onto my website. vp.html, you don't need the rest, you just pretty much need to, the rest is then the information for the player. You also have mp.html or vp.html works at the moment. If you want to see some of my notes in regards of Jesus being God Almighty, you can go to just the website, jesusgodalmighty.live, and you're more than welcome to that. Now it's just some notes, well, it's not just some notes because but it was, you could collect a huge amount of more of notes in regard because it's all over the Bible pretty much. I just, took some of them, and the thing is, if people have, I came to conclude that if people are in this, if they made up their mind that Jesus is not God, it doesn't seem like anything will change their mind, You can put everything forward to them. You can serve things on the platter for them, and they will just, deny it, They will just, it's very sad. But that's just, yeah. So, still some, again, if you're running on the mobile, there's still some problems with it. It's like, sadly, there's, it's too long, so it doesn't really show this one when I have the thing down there. And I, of course, need to check into that to see if I can figure things out on those things. But, yeah, that's going to be on another time, I guess, but it works. And you can, I guess you can do like this. Sadly, this thing here reminds me of the Roman Catholic cookie, I tried to make it green and all that, so it would be furthest away from that. But yeah, sadly, there's only one MP3 thing here, and that's this one, So there's no way of changing it, at least not for now. Maybe he can persuade it to maybe make another or two or whatever, that you can replace or whatever. I really didn't see that before I actually got the player. I only saw it afterwards, and it just it just reminds me of the cookie. I tried, just for the, I guess for the insanity of it. I took the images, I took one of these images where they had this false cookie Jesus, and I put it in there, and the two different colors in regards of the sun rays and the colors of the cookie, and it's just so I thought, how can I actually make it, and I tried to make it green, but yeah, as you can see, it's still like a cookie in the middle and rays around it. And if you could go look up on a monstrance and all that, it just looks much alike like that. I know it's not really, but it's just, since I guess, you have all these satanic test videos and all that, and then you have this cookie looking thing, oh my. Maybe a square, maybe you could just make it into a square. I guess the problem is they use all the symbols in the occult, so I guess it's actually pretty hard to, but just something else that doesn't look like the cookie Jesus, of the Roman Catholics, something, I don't know, but something else, there must be other ways of doing it, I don't know if one can actually, do it yourself. In regards, I'm not a coder, so anyway, I guess I'll stop now. No, we got through that, and that's great. And yeah. Anyway, have a good Sabbath. The day of rest. And I'm pretty much relaxed, pretty good. Besides having some. I ate too much of these things that apparently is laxative, They write it on the package, and of course I ate the whole package, right? Yeah. Well, I also ended on the toilet, and I still have some issues with that. But yeah, guess don't buy that bullshit, yeah, anyways, no sugar thing in them, so that was the thing. But why even put a product that actually is laxative if you eat, in the product? I don't understand that. Anyway, may Jehovah be with you, and Yeshua be a most precious pearl, and the spirit of truth be in us all. Amen. Have a good one, all of you. Bye bye.